It feels like an invisible wall shooting up. One moment you're connecting with someone and the next your entire nervous system is screaming, danger. You feel yourself pull away, get distant, or maybe you just go numb. You retreat into your own world, not because you don't care, but because real intimacy feels suffocating, like a threat to the independence you fought so hard to protect. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. This pattern is often a deep-seated survival response from an avoidant attachment style. Millions of people are caught in this exact same dance, feeling confused and frustrated. But what if you could start to manage that response? What if you could learn to lower the drawbridge on that fortress, brick by brick, and build a foundation for a connection that feels safe? In this video, I'm going to share 3 therapeutic tools that can help you begin to soften those avoidant patterns. This isn't about a personality transplant or changing who you are. It's about learning a new set of skills to make connection feel safe, maybe for the very first time. The why, understanding the fortress. Before we get into the how, we have to understand the why. An avoidant attachment style isn't a flaw. It's a clever survival strategy you or your partner built in childhood to cope. When a child's needs for emotional connection aren't met consistently, when being vulnerable is ignored, or when being independent is the only thing that gets praised, the brain learns a lesson. My needs are a burden. Relying on others is a bad idea, and I'm safest on my own. To survive, the brain turns down the volume on its natural need for connection. It learns to suppress emotions because showing them didn't work, which leads to hyper-independence. Think of it this way. Your nervous system has been wired to see intimacy as a threat. When someone gets too close, the internal alarm system blares. Your brain gets a hit of stress hormones, and the impulse to flee, to create distance, is overwhelming. Pulling away isn't a rejection, it's an automatic strategy to feel safe again. The fortress goes up. It's also worth noting this is an attachment pattern, not a clinical diagnosis like avoidant personality disorder, AVPD, which is a separate condition. Now, for the good news, our brains can form new pathways through neuroplasticity. We can teach the brain that connection can be safe. But let's be realistic. Research shows that core attachment styles are pretty stable over time. The goal isn't to magically erase your history. The goal is to learn to manage these deep-seated responses. And these next 3 steps are the blueprint for that process. Step 1, become the architect of your mind, cognitive restructuring. The avoidant fortress is built with bricks of negative automatic thoughts. Psychologists call them maladaptive schemas, but you can think of them as the old unconscious rulebook you live by. It whispers things like, if I let them in, I'll be suffocated or controlled. Everyone eventually leaves, so it's better not to count on anyone. My needs are just too much for other people. Deep down, I'm not worthy of consistent love. These thoughts run on autopilot, triggering the urge to pull away before you even realize it. The first step is to stop being a prisoner to these thoughts and start becoming the architect of your own mind using a technique from cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, called cognitive restructuring. Here's the game plan. Catch it, check it, change it. First, you have to catch it. This means building the self-awareness to notice these thoughts in real time. When you feel that urge to pull away, to distract yourself during a quiet moment, or to start finding faults in your partner, just pause. Ask yourself, what story am I telling myself right here, right now? Is it the suffocation story? The abandonment story? Just notice it, no judgment. Second, you have to check it. Once you've caught the thought, challenge it. Is it 100% true? What's the evidence against it? For example, if the thought is, my partner is trying to control me, is there any evidence that they're actually just trying to connect? You're not pretending your feelings aren't real, you're just separating the old story from the present moment. Third, you have to change it. Reframe the thought into something more balanced and compassionate. Instead of, I'm being suffocated, try, it's normal for my partner to want closeness. I'm feeling overwhelmed because it's unfamiliar. But I can ask for a little space without ending the connection. Instead of, I'm unworthy, try. My past doesn't define my worthiness for love today. This process creates space between you and your automatic negative thoughts, weakening their power. By practicing this, you begin to dismantle the blueprint of the fortress. Step 2, run small, safe experiments, gradual exposure. Avoidance is fueled by fear. And the way to overcome fear isn't by jumping off a cliff. It's by taking one small, manageable step at a time. This is a therapeutic cornerstone known as gradual exposure. The goal is to gather new evidence that proves your old beliefs wrong. Your brain thinks closeness is a threat, so you have to run small, safe experiments to prove to your nervous system that it can handle it. Here's how it works. Create a list of feared situations, from least scary to most scary, and you start at the bottom, responding to a text with a bit more warmth than you usually do. Intentionally putting your phone away for 30 minutes while you're with your partner, sharing a small low-stakes feeling like work was pretty stressful today, asking your partner about their day, and just listening for 5 minutes without trying to fix anything. Stating the gentle boundary, like, I love our time together, and I also need about 30 minutes to myself in the evening to recharge. Accepting a compliment without immediately downplaying it. Holding a hug for just a few seconds longer than you normally would. Each of these is a low stakes experiment. When you complete one and you survive, when you share something and your partner doesn't leave, or you set a boundary and it's respected, you are collecting powerful new data. You're literally giving your brain proof that the old fears are outdated. Patience is key. Some steps will feel harder than others. The point is practice, not perfection. You're building your tolerance for intimacy, one small win at a time. By the way, if you're finding these ideas helpful and want to get more practical tools and exercises for navigating attachment styles, I've created a free guide called the Secure Attachment Blueprint. You can download it using the link in the description. It's a resource I made to help you put these concepts into practice. Step 3, care for the core wound, emotional work. The first 2 steps are powerful tools for managing the symptoms of avoidance, but for lasting change, you have to go a bit deeper to the root of the fortress. This means addressing the core emotional wounds, which schema therapy calls early maladaptive schemas. These schemas aren't just thoughts, they are deeply felt emotional states stored in the body. For many with an avoidance style, the core schemas are often defectiveness, shame, a feeling of being flawed, and social isolation, a sense of not belonging. When these get activated, the pain is so intense that your avoidant protector mode kicks in, the part of you that shuts down and pushes people away to stop the hurt. Healing at this level means learning to care for the vulnerable part of you that holds these wounds. This involves 2 key practices: mindfulness and reparenting. Mindfulness is about getting in touch with your emotions and what's happening in your body without judging it. People with an avoidance style are pros at disconnecting from their inner world. Healing starts when you can stop running from your feelings and just notice them. When you feel the urge to pull away, pause, scan your body. Is your chest tight? Is your stomach in a knot? Just name it. There's tightness. This is fear. By observing the feeling without getting swept away by it, you learn you can survive. The second part is reparenting. Schema therapy suggests we have a vulnerable child part inside us that holds our original unmet needs. Healing means developing a healthy adult voice to give that part of you what it never got. It's about self-compassion. So when you feel that old shame or fear, instead of a critical voice saying, "Stop being so needy," your healthy adult voice can say, "It's okay to feel scared. Your need for connection is normal, and I'm not going to abandon you." This deep emotional work is often most effective with a therapist trained in attachment-focused therapies like schema therapy or emotionally focused therapy, EFT. They can provide a safe space for these experiences to happen, helping you build a sense of safety and worthiness. Softening an avoidant pattern isn't a quick fix. It's a journey of unlearning old survival strategies and bravely learning new ways of relating to yourself and others. First, you become the architect of your mind with cognitive restructuring, learning to catch, check, and change the automatic thoughts that keep your walls up. Second, you run small, safe behavioral experiments to prove to your nervous system that connection can be safe. And third, you care for the core wound through emotional work, using mindfulness to stay present with your feelings and self-compassion to care for the vulnerable parts of yourself. Remember, your avoidant patterns were a smart strategy that kept you safe when you needed it. Now you have the power to thank that strategy for its service and choose a new one that leads not just to safety, but to healthier, more resilient connections. Change is slow, but it's absolutely possible. You are not broken and you don't have to do this alone. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on building healthier relationships. And I highly recommend you watch my other video on the anxious avoidant dance next to understand how these patterns often show up in relationships. Thanks for being here and for taking this step for yourself.